That's all.
All right, Mr. Coleman.
I'll be brief, Judge. The defendant is here through his own actions, and if that has a negative impact on his licensing, then it's because of his own fault. The state's recommendation is based on the defendant's criminal history and the nature of the offense, the nature of leaving this infant child in a car that reeked of marijuana. And that's really all I have.
If I can just respond briefly, it seems like that obviously he's got to support the family, and that's in the child's interest that he maintain employment, that he's able to support the family. So I don't.
Do you have regular drug testing with your job?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you pass a test today?
No, ma'am.
This is the moment the entire hearing pivots. The judge isn't asking a trick question. She's testing judgment. If your defense is, I need probation so I can work, but you admit you'd fail a drug test today, the argument collapses instantly. Courts don't punish addiction. They punish denial.
Why not?
I figured we were going to get probation, so we were going to stop. We stopped last Friday.
So you're on.
What would you be dirty?
Marijuana.
It's not, that's it, right?
This reaction from the judge isn't about marijuana. It's about mindset. Probation assumes compliance before the court forces it. Waiting until the week before sentencing tells the judge you're managing appearances, not responsibility. And that's why her tone shifts from questioning to disbelief.
It's just not, that's it. You have how many prior marijuana related offenses? There was marijuana smell with the baby in the car with you and your baby's mother. You're here thinking, yep, she's just going to give me probation, so we'll start a week before. Stop smoking when you shouldn't have been smoking the whole time. Like, that is the craziest thought process. So all this talk about your job and how important it is, what if they drug test you? It must not be that important to you.
It is.
It's not. Clearly, it's not. Taking care of your family is clearly not a priority if you're still smoking marijuana, knowing that you could lose your job, knowing that you could go to prison. Then there's something wrong with how you're thinking. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Have a seat in the jury box and I'll think about it. I'm going to hold the other one for a few minutes.
Okay.
I'll think about them and take care of it in just a minute. Because it's the same issue. He said they did quit a week ago. Miss Allen, come have a seat up here in the jury box as well.
I'm going to step back next to you.
And not next to each other. Okay, so Mr. Casey, again, we've already gone over what you were here for, what you pled guilty to. You've told me, I'm not going to worry about getting a test, that you would test positive for smoking marijuana after all of the things that I've read and seen in your pre-sentence report. I am willing to follow this probation, but there are going to be some conditions that were not anticipated today. And the only, I want you to know, as I'm saying what those are, it's the only way I'm going to follow.
This is judicial balance in real time. The judge gives deferred probation, no felony conviction if he succeeds, but pairs it with immediate custody and treatment. That's not contradiction, it's structure. Freedom later, accountability now. This is the court saying, I'll help you, but I won't enable you.
Follow the agreement and give you probation. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. I'm going to find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. I am going to give you the opportunity on a deferred probation because I want you to be able to work and provide. So I'm going to defer all proceedings and place you on probation for a period of 5 years. I'm going to order a fine in the amount of $1,000. I'm also going to order that you enter and successfully complete the ISF program, the cognitive track of ISF. That means you're going into custody today. It's a 90-day program that is to help you make better thinking decisions. And when you are released, you are going to be required to enter and successfully complete the JCDI program for drug treatment, because obviously you need help with two different things in order to be successful in the future. This is what I'm doing, period.
Please.
Nope, there's no please. Same thing's happening to her. So
What?
y'all need to stop. And you need to calm down, because y'all are the ones that made the decisions that you made that make absolutely zero sense. And so the only way that I feel comfortable with you being out on probation and possibly getting your child back is that you go through and get some kind of treatment so that you make better decisions, and so that you'll stop smoking marijuana a week before court. Nope, there's no raising your hand. I'm not going. Well, then you'll have to get another one when you get out. And I hate that for you. But that, listen, you stop talking, or things could be even worse. Listen, I'm not doing this to you. Y'all did this to yourself. You did this to yourself. I didn't do this. So there's no, I'm sorry for doing this to you. I'm giving you what I think is your best possible situation to be able to be successful. All right. So again, you're ordered to the ISO. And here's the thing. You've got the deferred probation. This is a program to help you do better. When you get out, you're still on a deferred probation. You don't have a felony conviction on your record. You're going to be able to be successful. And if you are, the case gets dismissed at the end and you don't have the felony conviction. If you violate any condition of probation, then you're going to be back in court and you're going to be found guilty, and you'll be going to prison for up to 2 years. Do you understand? I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed. And so you've waived your right to appeal. You can go back with the bailiff. So you're Chelsea Allen. And Miss Allen, you were previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to the state jail felony offense of abandoning or endangering a child. I've received a copy of the pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
Yes, Judge.
I have,
Are there any additions or corrections?
Never mistake.
So you went through an outpatient substance abuse treatment just last year, right? And you did that through Spindletop, and you're still smoking marijuana a week before court.
Are you smoking marijuana? Did you smoke marijuana a week ago? Yes,
Yes. So based on that, and based on the fact that you've had outpatient treatment and you're smoking marijuana a week before court, obviously that gives me concern, and I'm going to, any other?
I think the court will address this with the way you're fashioning this probation, but she did minimize and highlight it. Certain
I did too.
She kind of minimized her responsibility for this officer.
Well, she does have obviously some mental health issues that she's following through with Spindletop. And at least she's honest here.
Well, and here's the thing. I mean, you can get some points for being honest, but you also have to make better decisions. And when you've already gone through treatment and you're waiting for a felony court and you're still making those bad decisions, then the only way for me to have any sense of responsibility, I think, to what I have to do and to the community and for your child and for you to be successful is to get you more intensive help than what you've already had. So I'm sorry.
You're gonna be homeless.
Listen, I appreciate what y'all are saying, but I didn't get, I did not get you here. I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for a period of 5 years. You're ordered to pay that $1,000 fine, and you're ordered to
Yes, Your Honor, my thinking was that perhaps the court's concerns could be addressed in informational.
I'm considering something a little bit different for Miss Allen. I know that probably doesn't help a lot financially, but just based on the situation before with Spindletop, just take a breath.
We do have that here.
I know. Take a breath. I mean, do you understand? Do you understand why I am where I am? And how irresponsible and how ridiculous the decision was to smoke? What? Well, I mean, you would.
I will.
Well, it's not a matter of y'all leaving each other. It's a matter of you making this, and it may be if that's what makes you make better decisions, right? So if you have, hang on, listen to me, all right? If you're feeling pressure to make decisions and to smoke and these decisions that make no sense, then you have to do at this point what's right for you, because you, regardless of what happens to him, are looking at going to prison for making those decisions. Whether you feel pressure for them, whether you make them on your own, it's time for you to take that personal responsibility and do what's best for you and your child that you don't even have right now, and that you're not going to get if you keep making these bad decisions, right? All right, so here's what I'm going to do, Chelsea. I'm going to order as a condition of your probation that you enter and successfully complete the JCDI program or the Spindletop ATAR program, the drug program through Spindletop. Whichever one probation feels is more appropriate, then that's what you're going to be ordered to do. Those are outpatient programs. That means you can be out, you can try to salvage whatever you can without his income for a few months, and you can make some decisions on what's best for you, right? And you can make those decisions without any pressure, okay? So this is your opportunity. You're not going to get it again. Do you understand? So if you violate this probation, you're going to be back in here. I'm going to remember, because y'all been, unfortunately for certain people, I don't always remember things, and they can tell you that. When I do remember, it's usually not a good thing, right? Because I remember I either gave you some opportunity that someone said I might not should. That's going to be reminded to me when we come back. I want you to take this opportunity and do right. You're going to have to do parenting classes if you haven't already through CPS.
Completed though.
Good.
Completed parenting classes.
Good.
And mental health classes.
Good.
And the Spindletop classes.
Perfect. So as far as you having visitation with your child, what is the situation, and are there any court orders right now?
The court order for the visitation for a child is that we are supposed to visit him every Sunday from 1 to 5.
So y'all have some family court orders already?
Yes.
Is that through CPS and the family court, or just CPS?
I believe it's through the family court.
Okay.
They told us when our case got closed that they were waiting for the judge to sign off on the agreement we made for visitations.
Okay.
And
so here's the thing. I'm fine with visitation, but it's not going to be unsupervised until I make sure that you get
allowed to be.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. So if you get to a point in the family law matter where they start allowing unsupervised visitation, you need to talk to your probation officer about that so that I can then modify if I feel like it's appropriate and you've done everything you're supposed to on probation, because you have to have my permission to have unsupervised visitation with the child as well. So not just them, but me too. And that's going to depend on how you're doing in JCDI or through the Spindletop mental health and substance abuse services. If you're doing everything you're supposed to, you're following all those rules, you've done everything through CPS and family court, then I want you to get your child back. I want you to have those visitations and be working towards that. It's only going to happen if I feel like you're doing everything you're supposed to. All right. So this was an agreement. I followed it. You've waived your right to appeal. I'm going to hand you the trial court certification that shows this was that agreement, and so you have waived it. Anything else, Mr. Coleman?
No, Judge.
Okay. So again, Ms. Allen, I want you to take advantage of this opportunity, right? You make decisions. There's going to be, I'm sure he's very upset But you need to make decisions for yourself right now with the opportunity that you're being given. Okay?
Yes.
All right, have a seat. Probation. I'll talk to you when she's ready.
Just the no unsupervised contact with your child or all children. I mean, one child or all children.
Just put all.
If we don't, it's two.
Yes.